Welcome back to another fantastic property tour, Rankin family. Today, we are back again in Lucas, Texas, taking a look at another gorgeous luxury home. And this time, we have another model by Partners in Building. Now, starting on the outside, family, you have that brick exterior. Now, the cool thing about this particular community is you are going to have 1 to 2 acre lots. So you know we love to see a lot of space in the front as well as the backyard. Now, you have your 3-car garage over there to the right. And as we continue, look at this neat covered front porch, really setting the tone for what you're about to experience. You have the natural stone here, you have a courtyard as well as a casita, and we'll start in the casita first. Look at this. So your guests would certainly appreciate this. You have the queen bed, your 2 nightstands, you have your dresser over here. You still have a ton of walk room. Got the windows bringing in a ton of natural light. And the way it takes advantage of the courtyard is impressive. I'm always a huge fan when we see properties with the casita, just really stands out, adds that touch of elegance, and you have to be here in person to truly appreciate it. Okay, so you got your full bath over here, custom cabinetry, you got quartz counters, a walk-in shower. You even see that shower niche. It is sunken a bit. You don't have to worry about spillage, as you can see. And you got that shower shelf right there. Outstanding. Now, since this is a model, this would be the closet. That door leads to the garage in which it is being occupied at the present moment. In addition to that, also the study, but I'll make sure to show you the rest of the property. Okay, so you do have the sliding door to get you right out there to the courtyard. But since we are touring this for the first time, let's go ahead and show it here. Look at the way it takes advantage of this. If you want a little bit of sun, but you still want some privacy, here you go. Plenty of space, that zen feel with the fountain feature, massive windows there too. Beautiful. Okay, so now as we continue, take a look at this massive front door. You got the wood soffit, recessed lights, massive windows, and it is a pivot door. Look how incredible this is, family. I'm truly smiling ear to ear. Now, huge picture window, soaring ceilings. You see the natural stone. Again, that extends from the outside to the inside. Really just a cozy space. And let's show you the front door from the inside. Beautiful. Again, over there to the left is the study. It is being occupied. I want to go ahead and show you the closet here, and then your powder bath. You see the under cabinet lighting, beautiful accent wall, your pendant lights, and the quartz counters. So if you've been watching the channel for some time, we've been in a ton of Partners in Buildings models, really just showing their product and how exceptional it is. Okay, so this is the primary suite tucked away over here, perfect for your sanctuary. Look at the king bed there. You have built-in speakers. Again, the recessed lights. You got the windows to take advantage of the incredible views. Look at that. If you want to just hang out and lounge, you can certainly do so. You have a ton of walk room. Beautiful. Now, right over here, you have your ensuite. Take a look at this. So you have the pocket door. Got your cosmetic vanity, the wood look tile accent wall right there. Look at the beautiful sconces, dual entry walk-in shower, and then a massive freestanding tub with the fluted accent. Look at that. So you are going to have the his and hers sinks, all the cabinets in the world, partial overlay, the under cabinet lighting, your quartz counters. Look at the way it just flows extremely well and complements one another. So I would certainly add a rain shower head here. You can imagine what it would look like. It is sunken in a bit, and the fact that it is dual entry, even better. Over there to the right, you do have your water closet. I want to show you this vanity here. Hopefully I'm being as thorough as possible for your family. And then even that arch detail there. Incredible. Okay, now taking a look at our walk-in closet. Huge. Got your closet island. You got storage on both sides. I'll open this up for you. Look at the depth. You got the drawers on the other side. You got a window bench and the glass panes in the cabinet fronts. Put your tie collection right there. You got your hamper drawer. Beautiful. I tell you what, every time we are either in Dallas, Houston, or Nashville, I have to get you in at least one or two partners in building just to show you what is possible. Okay, so now heading to the great room, family. I'll let you take this all in. Beautiful clear story windows, exposed beams, vaulted ceilings, the natural stone from floor to ceiling, linear fireplace. Got the huge windows overlooking the courtyard too. And then you have the open concept dining area. Now on this side, you got your sliders getting you out there to the patio and the pool. We'll see that at the end of the tour, so make sure you stay tuned. But the size of the ceilings is incredible. A nice airy feel. Imagine your guests hanging out here, having a great meal. You can transition to the great room or the kitchen seamlessly. Now, right over here, massive pendant lights. You got marble counters, waterfall edge, oversized island. You got your farmhouse sink, and that overlooks the dining area and great room. You got your Jenn-Air appliances, 6-burner range with the griddle. You could add the pot filler down the road. I know you folks love that. Now the neat part is the custom marble vent hood to match the counters. Let me know if you're a fan of that. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and open up some of these drawers for you. You can stop by, get you a tape measure. Trash drawer on this side. Here's your Jenn-Air dishwasher. Got your paneled refrigerator as well. Two-tone cabinetry. And that partial overlay extends here. In addition to that, you are going to have the stack cabinets too. So you have plenty of storage available. Under cabinet lighting. Look at this. All the room in the world. Okay, let's go ahead and do a full pan and continue. Beautiful. So since we are in the kitchen, I want to go ahead and show you this massive prep kitchen, family. Look at this. Got your built-in oven and microwave. You got your cooktop as well. the continued custom cabinets. Look at that. Farmhouse sink overlooking the driveway and the courtyard. You got another dishwasher too. This is a dual entry prep kitchen. And you even have the Fisher and Paykel paneled refrigerator. And this is the French door. Get your freezer right down here. Beautiful pocket door here, separating the laundry room. Look at the space that you have in here. Wow. Got your undermount sink, plenty of space for the oversized washer and dryer since they use it as a model. Of course, they don't need that, so they got the copier here. But look at all the space, even the way this takes advantage of the courtyard as well. And then to the left would lead you to the garage. Even look at these handles right here to complement the counters. Here's your walk-in pantry. You can extend the shelving to the ceiling if you want to. This is incredible. And then over there to the left would get you to this separate garage bay as well, but it is locked. Okay, so we've seen a lot, but we still have a ton to cover. So continuing over here, look how neat this space is. I'll do a full pan and then we'll continue. An absolute entertainer's dream, family. Look at the pendant lights right above the high bar. You got your undermount sink, you got your beverage fridge or wine fridge, but the way it wraps around those windows takes advantage of, if you are entertaining, you got a bar seating or at least a bar area for your guests to hang out along there. You can open this up, get a breath of fresh air and serve them drinks simultaneously. So you got the two-tone cabinetry again here, lounge area. And if you want to take your guests over here, you certainly can do so. But look at the volume inside of the rooms, the speakers throughout the entire home, extremely accommodating, breathtaking. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you over here to the right and we'll work our way around. So heading straight back here, the perfect guest suite. Aside from the casita, if you want to use this space as well, maybe you have the mother-in-law or the father-in-law staying for an extended period of time, then you can use this space. Look at the accents in here, the size of the room. You can imagine a king bed there, your 2 nightstands, or even one, and a dresser, and you still have a ton of room. Beautiful. Now, this one is going to be a shared bathroom. So it's a full bath to accommodate that bedroom. But in addition to that, this can be utilized as a pool bath. So you see the quartz, the white cabinetry, flat panel, your beautiful sconces. You got the wood look tile for your shower surround. And then you have a quick access door to get you to the backyard. Just wanted to give you a sneak peek. I'll show you that at the end of the tour. So, and imagine coming right back out here, family. I don't think you would get tired of this incredible view. Okay, so you got a storage closet right over here. It extends all the way over there, even underneath the stairs. So you have a ton of room to add all the Costco goodies that you got, or even the Sam's Club. I'm more of a Sam's Club type of person just because of the scan and go, but you know, let me know who you prefer. Okay, so we've seen the entire first level. Let's go ahead and show you the second level. Now, a neat little loft space. You still got a decent amount of room here. They extended the recessed lights up here. Beautifully staged. So you got your shared bathroom here. This will be shared with that bedroom and the loft. This one has a tub shower combo. Okay, so first bedroom on the second level. Let's see how much space we get. So that is a queen bed. You have your two nightstands, your dresser over here. You still have some room. I know I get some comments as far as carpet being on the second level or some of these bedrooms, but you know, some folks may love it. Beautiful, and this one has a massive walk-in closet. You even get a window in there too. Outstanding. You know, it's always nice to see these models. It's a breath of fresh air. You know, a year and a half ago, when I first started showcasing Partners in Building, I was in awe. I went to, gosh, at least 5 or 6 of their models in Houston, and I fell in love with it ever since. And that was the first home that I toured when we ventured out to Nashville. It was Partners in Building. So a ton of room in here. As you can see, the bed is elevated. It is a queen. You still have the walk room that you need. Walk-in closet over here to the left. So this one is going to have the tub shower combo. And this will connect to our final bedroom. So a ton of room. That is a Jack and Jill. I know some folks prefer all of the bedrooms to have their own ensuite, but if it is something where you want to customize it, you can certainly customize it with Partner in Building. That way you can go ahead and see what they can do for you. If you like a floor plan, change it up, maybe add more square footage to particular rooms or particular areas. You can always count on Partners in Building. Okay, so that about covers the entire first level and second level. Last but certainly not least, let's go ahead and get you to the backyard. I really want you to see what that has to offer. You know, I talk about this every so often. When we go into model homes, they take pride in their product, right? But not only the inside and the exterior, but more importantly, all of the amenities that you get outside. Okay, look at the space back here. So a ton of room for your covered backyard patio. It even extends over there. You see the size of the lot, and all of them are going to be similar to this, if not bigger. So keep that in mind. There's a few other projects that are in the works by Partners in Building, especially some spec homes. So keep an eye out for that. Now, you have the pool and the spa extends all the way over there to the left. You have that lounge area where you can still be in the pool, but not really swimming. Over here, you got your outdoor kitchen. Remember when I had talked about that bar area? That is right here. That door leads you to that pool bath that we have seen. You have your outdoor grill and your built-in sink. You got your fire pit over here, perfect for the winter. And then you have so much room even back there. So to add the play set, in fact, when I was driving around, I seen this incredible play set that had to be customized. So I need to speak with the owners about where they got that from so I can build it for the kids. But look at the incredible back of the property. Outstanding. But other than that, family, that was another beautiful luxury home tour. All right, Rankin family, that was it for this beautiful luxury home right here in Lucas, Texas. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this gorgeous property. Is this something you can see yourself living in? Would you make any changes? And if so, please let me know in the comments below. If you want more information about this home or any home we showcase, reach out to the information in the description. Consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss a tour every single week. And I'll see you folks on the next property tour. Welcome back to another fantastic property tour, Rankin family. Today, we are back again in Prosper, Texas, taking a look at another gorgeous luxury home. And this time we have a model by Grand Homes. Now, starting on the exterior, family, you have that natural stone along with the brick in a herringbone pattern, and it looks fantastic. Now, it is freshly landscaped. This is one of their newer model homes, and I can't wait for you to see inside. Now, as you walk up to the covered front porch, it is elevated slightly and almost looks like a castle. You see the lighting illuminating this place. I can imagine it at nighttime. Looks fantastic around the soffit. And then you have these steeply pitched roof lines. Now, as we do continue, look at this. The arch double doors here really feels extremely inviting. Even the herringbone pattern right down here. And then you have the textured glass. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get you inside. Okay. So right when you walk in, the first thing that catches your eyes is the double stairs. Now you have the exposed beam right there. You'll see the barrel vault ceilings. Once we head to the great room, I want to go ahead and show you the front doors from the inside, and then we'll work our way around. You know, Grand Homes, they love to do that loft area right above the front door. Really stands out. Absolutely exceptional. So we'll go ahead and open up some of these doors. Just to preface this, it is a model home, so you can make some changes to it if that is what you prefer. So just keep that in mind as we walk the property. Okay, so you got your half bath here, beautiful wallpaper, got your plantation shutters, you got the quartz here, matching that brass. You also have that under cabinet lighting there. So it really does a great job of lighting it up. Okay, so work our way around. Take a look at this. Nice little mud room. You can have this as a garage if you prefer, maybe a life space or an office. Look at that, the arch windows with the grids inside, the exposed beams, the stacked stone. Really neat guest suite. So you got more of a living area over here to the right, your bedroom right here to the left. Look at the exposed beams, the recessed lights, plenty of room. That is a double bed, but you definitely have room on both sides. Let me show you from this side. Beautiful. Grand Homes has nothing but great reviews, and I always love when we're in their model. Now here's the ensuite. You got your shower bench, the stacked stone. So they extended it all the way from the living area over here to the ensuite. Beautiful finishes. Got the natural stone, and it even extends over here on the shower bench. It's always the subtle details that make the difference. And with this being a brand new model, they definitely push the boundaries. You see the LED lighting inside of the mirror, even the arch detail too, flat panel cabinet fronts. Incredible. And then here is your walk-in closet. You will also have the outlets inside of the baseboards as well. Okay, so I'm going to show you this first, and then we're going to work our way back to the foyer. Nice little formal area. It is extremely versatile. You can use this space for whatever you choose to. You got the glass sliding doors as well. Modern light fixture. And look at this. So let me know in the comments what you would use this space as. I'd really appreciate it. So maybe if you wanted to have a cocktail or a glass of wine, this will be the perfect setting for it. Okay, so as I promised, like we're walking in for the first time, look how incredible this is. So once you head straight over here to the great room, look at this. So you got your wine room over here, perfect display, aesthetically pleasing. And look at this. Incredible floor to ceiling porcelain tile, linear fireplace, got your clear story windows, massive chandeliers, you got the barrel vault ceilings, and a wall of windows. So you can open up the sliding doors, get yourself out there to the patio and the pool, which we will see at the end of the tour. So make sure you stay tuned. You can see the second level right over there to the right. And let's go ahead and see this kitchen. Now you have dual islands here, paneled refrigerator, waterfall edge. You got the quartzite counters. And then take a look at this. Huge picture windows. The amount of natural light entering inside of this property is incredible. You got glass panes in the cabinet fronts, inset cabinetry, custom vent hood. Imagine making your eggs in the morning, if you like eggs, right? That'll be the perfect place for that. You got your downdraft too, so that'll pop up and you don't have to worry about that. Built-in microwave, plenty of storage. All along there too. Perfect for preparing a meal. And then you have the trash drawer over here. Just gotta add some trash cans in there. You see the lighting underneath too. Got the sink overlooking the great room. Incredible view. Got your dishwasher too. Okay. Now as we do continue, look how open and spacious this is. Perfect for your breakfast nook. Picture windows. You got a quick access door to get you to the patio over here to the right if you didn't want to use the sliding door. And that is the perfect table for this. Beautiful. So still a lot to cover. You know I have to open this refrigerator. I just ordered a Domino's pizza. I wonder if it's supreme. Beautiful. Okay, so right around the corner here, look at that. Even the custom vent hood, matching cabinetry. You got your sink here too. A sliding door, so if you want to close that off for that seamless look, you can certainly do so. You got your storage over here too. Almost like an appliance garage right there if you wanted to tuck that away. Imagine walking out here. Look at this. Beautiful. So before we continue to the primary suite, I want to go ahead and show you right around here. So you got an open study, but again, depending on your options, it'll determine what this space will be used as. Now, you got your window bench, even the modern light fixture, LED, beautiful staging. Okay, please let me know your thoughts in the comments. I really appreciate it. And that way I can gauge your feedback. Okay, so extremely beautiful. We'll work our way around the perimeter. I'm going to show you every square inch. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, so now heading to the bedroom. King bed there, 2 nightstands, massive window bench, vaulted ceilings, exposed beams, beautiful chandelier. Gosh, look at this. You open up those windows for a breath of fresh air. I wouldn't blame you. Just take a second to appreciate the interior design. Really neat, just screams luxury. And I made sure to add all the information in the description for you to check out. So you got a ton of room. This is heading to your ensuite. Dual entry walk-in shower. Look at that, family. Even the wood-clad ceiling and a vaulted design. Under cabinet lighting. Look at this quartz here. His and her sinks. The custom cabinetry. You got a freestanding tub here. Perfect placement. And look at the way it just flows together. You can fit a few people in here with no issues. Beautiful. Even the subtle gold trim, that champagne bronze too. I've seen that throughout. So you got your water closet over here. Okay, so taking a look right here. I'd imagine this is the laundry room. You got counter space, yeah. Be the laundry room here. Custom cabinets again, the undermount sink. And then you have the partial overlay cabinets here. And here is the walk-in closet. Take a look at this, family. So much room. You got the nooks over there. So you got additional storage to work with. All the mirrors in the world. The LED lighting to illuminate your wardrobe too. Impressive. And then you have the LED mirrors and the custom mirror frame as well. Built-in speakers throughout the entire house. So that is certainly impressive. All right, folks, so that was the entire first level. We'll go ahead and get you to the second level, show you the rest of the property. You see the wood panel ceiling too. Going up the double staircase really just creates a wonderful experience. Beautiful. Okay, so we'll get you to the game room here. You got the vaulted ceilings from wall to wall there. Window benches, perfect for entertaining and hosting. Imagine all the family and friends hanging out right here. You got your pool table, recessed light, so it is well lit from the outside to the inside. And let's go ahead and work our way around. So you got a storage closet right here. Shared bathroom. Look at those counters, how they complement the cabinets and even the accents. Got your walk-in shower here. They even included the shower bench, which a lot of times you don't see that, especially on the second level. Generous size walk-in closet. Next bedroom. Extremely spacious too for a secondary bedroom. Another clear story window there. You got carpet here, but you will have a shiplap as far as the accent wall is concerned. Got the massive windows too, and this leads you to that loft area. Look at that. Even the chandelier, the arch details, all bringing it together. So let me know what you use this space as. You got like the bay windows right over there. That is the perfect sofa for this. Okay, so the perfect children's retreat. You see, they have some light staging here. You see the vaulted ceilings, the painted design. Got all the natural light in the world, family. Look how incredible this is. Even this area, look at that. The tray with the cove lighting. I can imagine this on a Friday night if you wanted to pop in your favorite movie. This would be the perfect place to hang out. So this one is going to be the tub shower combo here, as you can see. But I want you to see the vanity. Look at those custom sconces, almost like unfilled travertine. Even down here, the partial overlay. Beautiful. And again, this one's going to be a shared bathroom. So we'll take a look at this one. Beautiful light fixtures, the outlets inside the baseboards again. That is a double bed for reference, but you see the space that you have on both sides. You can fit a queen in here comfortably. And you do have a huge walk-in closet. You can add some additional shelves if you prefer. You see the room that you have, you don't have to worry about that whatsoever. And that's always good to see, especially when we come in some of these bedrooms. You want to make sure that there's enough room to possibly add some additional shelves or even a small little dresser. I know folks are starting to do that. That way it tucks away and gets it out of the way. And then before we continue, I want to go ahead and show you overlooking the great room. Look at the barrel vaults, the sliding doors, the dual islands, the floor to ceiling fireplace, even with the trim. Beautiful. And this will be our final bedroom. Look at the space again. So each one of the bedrooms on the second level was extremely spacious, so that's good to see. You have room to change up furniture as the years progress. Something that you can grow into. And here's a walk-in closet. I'd imagine this is the attic space, but that is locked, or I would have showed you it.
And right here to the right, family, was the fifth bathroom. I apologize for missing it. Now back to the video.
Beautiful. And this will bring you right back out. All right, folks, so that was it for this beautiful property. Last but certainly not least, I'll get you to the backyard. That way you can go ahead and see that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you haven't, I'd really appreciate it. And let's go out the quick access door here. Okay. So look at the soaring height back here too. You got the recessed lights here, you got the covered section, and then look at this massive pool. So you got the turf over there for your fire pit if you want to hang out, relax. I'd imagine not with this Texas heat, but you know, as the seasons change, you'll certainly be using that a little bit more. Now, heading over here, the outdoor grill and the pergola. Wow. If you don't have one of these in your house, I certainly encourage you to do so. It's great if you still want a little bit of sun, but not the harmful rays. Beautiful. outdoor dining, relax and enjoy yourself, this would be the perfect spot to do so. But other than that, family, that was another beautiful luxury home tour. All right, Rankin family, that was it for this beautiful model by Grand Homes right here in Prosper, Texas. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this particular property. Is this something you can see yourself living in? Would you make any changes? And if so, let me know in the comments below. If you want more information about this home or any home we showcase, reach out to the information in the description. Consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss a tour every single week. And I'll see you folks on the next property tour. Welcome back to another fantastic property tour, Rankin family. Today, we are located in Cypress, Texas, taking a look at another gorgeous luxury home. And this time we have the newest model by Newmark Homes. Now, starting on the exterior, family, you have the stucco and the brick tile. So really stands out. Now, this is called the Versailles. Folks, they have just opened this model less than a week ago, and I can't wait for you to see inside. Now, it is lushly landscaped. You see over there to the right, you have your garage. Now, straight back there is the courtyard. I'll show you that momentarily, so make sure you stay tuned. But look at the grand covered front porch. You see the recessed lights on the exterior of the property. Fantastic, and the massive windows. Now, as we continue down this walkway here, you have the giant outdoor wall lanterns. And then look at the height here, family. An abundance of windows. You got the double front doors with the glass panes. Just really creating the best experience possible. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get you inside. Okay. So right when you walk in, look at that. The massive ceilings. You have the candle style chandelier. Over here to the right, you have your courtyard with the sliders leading you out there. And then I'll go ahead and show you the front door from the inside. Beautiful, extremely modern, absolutely stunning. Now your coat closet right when you walk in. And we'll start right here in the study. Look at this. Beautifully staged. Got the wood accent wall, the oak floors throughout. Modern LED chandelier as well. Look at the built-ins here. Beautiful. This is the place to work from home. Let me know if you agree. Okay, so we'll start over here as well in the guest suite before we continue the rest of the home. So this bedroom here has its own privacy. That's always good to see. Got the ensuite and the separate walk-in closet. So look at the space that you get in here. And so again, since they have just opened less than a week ago, they are finalizing some touches in here too. So I always like to say that in the beginning of the video, so that way nothing catches you off guard. So you got your marble-like quartz in here, beautiful sconce in the mirror, walk-in shower. So it's been a while since we've seen a property by Newmark Homes on the channel. You have seen their luxury division, Frederick Harris Estate Homes, and I know you folks absolutely love them. Now, since we are on this side, I'll go ahead and get you out here. Take a look at this. So you have access right around there, right around that corner there. So imagine this being your primary residence. You can get in and out with ease. You got the outdoor fireplace surrounded by the stucco. and the massive windows. They even added the outdoor wall lights here too. So a nice addition. That's why I always have to get you in the model homes family, because they really take pride in staging it for a good experience. But just look at that curved staircase. Absolutely stunning. Okay, so we'll continue to the formal dining here. Look at this. So you got the cove lighting. You see the tray ceilings, modern light fixture too. You got the built-ins over here to the left. You can change it up as you pleased. And then you see the scallop design. So in here you are going to have the porcelain counters. You know, we've seen that in the model recently that we had went in by Frederick Harris Estate Homes. Beautiful. So the hardwood floors continues throughout. Look at this. Beautiful. Again, the candle style chandelier, the wall of windows. That is the most impressive feature once you head in here. And you know, oftentimes I say the video may not do it justice. So hopefully it does. So you have a 70-foot wide lot here. You see the art lights right above. You can imagine your massive TV here. If you want it even bigger than the one you see on the video. But look at the full depth here. Incredibly inviting. Okay, so now as we make our way to the kitchen, beautiful pendant lights. You got two-tone counters, waterfall edge. You see the dual islands. You got the sink overlooking the backyard. You got the picture window and the Roman shades. In addition to that, you are going to have these stacked cabinets, plenty of drawers and cabinetry along this island here as well. So look at this. Depending on the lot size, it's going to determine the ultimate view. But since this is a model home, it's not for sale currently. So just keep that in mind. Now you have under cabinet lighting too. Let's open up the dishwasher here. Trash drawer over here to the left. Bar seating available on both sides of the island. And then look at the cabinetry. It's got your pull-out drawers here too. Got a pot filler. Look at the vent hood and the sconces on the side. Walk-in pantry extends all the way over here. You have two sets of stairs. So the showcase piece right when you walk in and right behind the kitchen. Have to always open up the refrigerator for you. So even up here, perfect for your coffee system. All the drawers and cabinets again. So let me know if this is enough storage for you. Beautiful. Now this would be coming in from the garage. So here is your mud room. And then your laundry room. So they are separated. Look at that. Got the folding counter, the undermount sink, wall-to-wall cabinetry, plenty of space for an oversized washer and dryer. Love to see it. Now they are working in the garage, so I'll leave them alone. Now you got the French doors as well to get you to the patio. As always, we'll see that at the end of the tour. But let's go ahead and continue. Now, this would be heading to your primary suite. Before I show you that, got a half bath here. So right underneath the staircase too. And look at this. Built-in speakers throughout the entire home. Beautiful accent wall. You see the tray ceilings, candle style chandelier, and you got the picture window with the egress windows on the sides. Love the staging. You know, it's interesting because sometimes we may go into a house and the staging is not on par. And that really makes the difference. The house could be amazing, the floor plan exceptional, but if the staging is not on point, it really just takes away from the home. So hopefully you are loving this. Okay, so now we'll head to the ensuite. Got the double doors here. Look at the way it flows perfectly. Got the freestanding tub, the Roman shades again, the sconces, his and hers vanities. Look at that. The color palette in here is phenomenal. Get your towel closet here. And the starting price of this particular plan in this community is under $1 million, believe it or not. So that's awesome to see. So imagine after a long day soaking here in the bath. Wow. So you got champagne bronze. You'll see that sprinkled throughout the home. This is a dual entry shower too. Water closet over here. And then your walk-in closet. Beautiful. Huge closet island. You can have all your accessories in here. You can extend it up to the ceiling, as I always mention. Got recess slides here. Drawers on both sides of the closet island. And I always have to mention that because sometimes you may see the drawers only on one side. And I always feel like, just have the drawers on both sides. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Isn't that right? Outstanding. So if you haven't, please let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. And that way I could use that feedback for future tours, as I always say. Okay, so we'll go ahead and head up these stairs. So you got the staircase lighting at nighttime. It looks phenomenal. Look at the close-up on the candle style chandelier. And then as we continue up here, I want to go ahead and show you the foyer. A lot of volume inside. Absolutely exquisite. Now, you're greeted to this loft area. It is versatile, so if you want to use this as more of a formal sitting area, you can do so. A showcase piece. A lot you can do with the space here. And then, of course, from the great room, you can see this area. And then overlooking. Beautiful. Now, to my left is a bedroom. It is being occupied at the present time, but I want to go ahead and show you the rest of the property. Take a look at this. Plenty of space. You know we like to see that in the secondary bedrooms. Even the wainscoting. Outstanding. Now here you got your tub shower combo, quartz counters, recessed lights. Got the sconce right there. And your walk-in closet. So we'll head across here. So if you do have guests hanging out inside, This is going to be a shared bathroom over there to the left. I'll show you this closet first. So in here, you got your tub shower combo again. Wonderfully curated to flow extremely well. Here's your next bedroom. You can certainly fit a queen in here. They are planning to add a desk in here if you haven't guessed it just yet. So that is why this is not staged. Beautiful. Now, a lot of folks love this feature. So this would be coming up from that second set of stairs to the game room area. Look at this. So at your bar area here, beverage fridge, glass panes in the cabinet fronts, huge windows, and the built-in speakers. So you can run a game of pool in here, or maybe a couple, even some air hockey. The possibilities are endless. And then you head down these steps and got your sunken media area. So perfect here. If you wanted to add these sliding doors, that is certainly something that I would recommend. That way you close it off, have that theater feel. It's always a good thing to see. Beautiful. You even got the staircase lighting here. Okay, so it looks like that about covers the entire property, family. Let's go ahead and get you right out here to the backyard patio. So imagine coming out here, having a great time. If you did have a pool, that'd be a great sight to see. So you got the LED ceiling fans back here. You got two of those. Remember, this is a model home. So what they usually do is they have a model home park where they have various different builders, 10 plus, and each one has their own model home on a specific street. So that is the case here. They actually just opened up a brand new model home park. Gosh, about 50 feet away from it. So you're going to see a lot of new model homes popping up on your timeline, I'm sure. And then even back there. But other than that, family, that was another beautiful luxury home tour. All right, family, that was it for this beautiful luxury home by Newmark Homes right here in Cypress, Texas. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this gorgeous property. Is this something you can see yourself living in? Would you make any changes? And if so, please let me know in the comments below. If you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button so that way you don't miss a tour every single week. And I'll see you folks on the next property tour. Welcome back to another fantastic property tour, Rankin family. Today, We are located in Richmond, Texas, near Houston, looking at another gorgeous model home. And this time we have one of my favorite builders out here, Partners in Building. Now, starting on the exterior, you see that we have the stacked stone along with the stucco, that grand look. Now, this is a model, so you see some additional parking for guests right over there. Don't worry, that would be converted down the road. Now, once we continue this way, you see the grand covered front porch right here. Now, the stacked stone continues this way, but most importantly, look at the height. So you have the massive windows bringing in a ton of natural light, as you can see, and then even a ton of space around here, as you can tell. Now, once we head inside, I want you to stay tuned because there are a lot of neat features that separates Partners in Building from a lot of other builders. And I think you may love this one just as much as I do. All right. So immediately whenever you walk in, look at that, the double height ceilings, you have the teardrop chandelier hanging down, and then look at that view. Now, I want to preface this by saying this is a model home to showcase what they can do. So it is dressed to the nines, and they've added a lot of upgrades in here that you may like. Now, I'll pan you upwards, and then we'll start right there in the study. Now, you have French doors leading you inside of here. But look how huge this is. So in here, you see you got your desk. That just gives you a baseline of how much space you have. You have tray ceilings, recessed lights, and you'll notice the recessed lights throughout the home. Now, this is the size of some bedrooms, I tell you, but wait till you see the actual bedrooms. You're probably gonna be in awe. Okay, so as always, you know this is a model, right? So they have all the paperwork necessary in there. They operate out of here daily. So you can see that it is being utilized. Now, right when you walk in to the right, you have your formal dining area. Recessed lights in here, accent wall, you see that. And then you see you have a wine closet right there as well. I love how it's glass enclosed. And in fact, we've seen something similar with another model home by this builder out there in Bonterra. That was in Franklin, Tennessee. So go ahead and check that out. Now, you see that you have the floating staircase right here, picture windows, and then of course the additional upper windows. And that's gonna show you exactly what that view would be every single day. Now, this one is an interesting floor plan, so we'll continue to take our time. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy. Now, right over here, you have your breakfast nook. You see your LED light fixture right above your dining room table. Now you have a quick access door leading you to your backyard patio you can take advantage of. And then of course the corner windows as well. But look at the kitchen, family. So you see the open concept, perfect for entertaining. Now you have the paneled ready refrigerator. You are going to notice the high-end appliances. You have quartz countertops right here. Then you see that you have the Gen Air cooktop. You have that sleek porcelain vent hood and the shaker style cabinetry with the brass handles. Now in here you got the two-tone, as you can see, and just, oh my goodness, there was a model that had opened by Partners Building at this point, probably about 10, 11 months ago or so. And you folks were in awe of that one. And this one was being constructed. It was still, gosh, 4 or 5 months out before this one opened. So this was one of their newest model homes. And that's why we didn't get a chance to see this whenever we ventured out of Texas. Now, you see the two-tone countertops again. You have prep space over here. Your pantry straight ahead, but wait till you see an additional feature that I think you may like. Now we'll spend a little bit of time right here inside of the kitchen because I know this is where you're going to spend a ton of your time. So we'll open up some of these drawers. You got your trash drawer right here, your stainless steel dishwasher, that sleek sink inside of your island. But look at this incredible view. So while you're doing dishes, this is exactly what you would see. So if you have your guests, family in here, this is the perfect time to take advantage of conversations. Now I'll turn you around right over here as well. Hopefully you get a good close-up of the materials. If you don't, I usually try to shoot 4K so that way give you a better look at the materials. Now I'm just opening this up because you know we are nosy. Not much in there, but that's totally fine. Now look at these elegant sconces. I like the way it makes the materials pop. Let me know your feedback in the comments below. And then before we continue to the pantry, just show you how much storage you get. Beautiful. Now heading inside of our pantry, you have a pocket door separating the two. And in fact, they actually painted this right here. But look at this storage shelving that you have available. Now, don't worry, this is not all you get. I'm gonna show you in just a second, but you have additional counter space to take advantage of. Have all the messy dishes back here. You don't have to worry about it. All your shelving that you can imagine. White oak floors continuing throughout the property. And then look at this. So now this is your mudroom. As you can see, you already got your hooks built in, ready to go. They're using the garage as a sales office or conference room sometimes, so you will notice that, but at least it gives you an idea of how much space you would get in here. You got epoxy flooring ready to go. You have multiple access points, as you can see. And let's go ahead and continue down the hallway. So now, heading into our laundry room, wall-to-wall cabinetry, quartz countertops, your sink over here, tile flooring, and let me know what you think about the color contrast. But you definitely have a ton of space for an oversized washer and dryer and all the storage that you can imagine. But this is what I want you to see. Love this. Look at the space that you get inside of here. So the perfect prep kitchen to work with. You have all the counter space that you can imagine, all the cabinetries, and then also you have an additional refrigerator, range, even a vent hood, your sconces, and then a dishwasher right here. So the perfect scullery to take advantage of. I told you I wasn't going to leave you hanging. I didn't want you to run to the comments without me, giving you a quick note before you do. Now, you do have your single car garage bay right here. You see they're using it as storage as well, but you can go ahead and fit, your supercar in there without any challenges and head right inside. This will be the additional quick access point to your garage as well. So that just gives you a better idea what that would lead to. But we still have a lot to see. Okay, so now heading inside of the living area. Look at this. So you see, you got the picture windows again, bringing in all that light that you can imagine. And then the sleek fireplace. Your recessed area is perfect for the decor, how they added. And then if that's not enough, you got your sliders right there. Beautiful. So I love how the floor plan flows seamlessly. Now, let me know if you agree. I love that. And then the living wings, the bedrooms are on the sides of the property. You'll notice that. And we still haven't even got to the second level. So when I first walked this home, this one almost looked like a primary suite for a second in some of the homes that we've had the good fortune of touring. But in here, you see you got your tray ceilings, recessed lights. That's a king bed, your 2 nightstands, massive egress windows right over here as well. And let me just show you this. But this would be the perfect guest suite. In fact, I don't think your guests would leave or your in-laws because of the room they get. Now you got the separate closet right over here. Look how roomy this walk-in closet is. You already got your built-in dresser. You got the rods ready to go. And then now heading to your ensuite. Okay, look at that. So you have the vaulted ceiling design. You see your gorgeous candle effect chandelier, glass enclosed shower right there. You even have a shower bench in there. So that's why I really thought this was the primary suite. Look at this. Quartz countertops again, even on the side. So you have a his and hers sinks. They really went all out on this property. Now you have a dual entry. You see the gold fixtures in here. Got an oversized shower bench to take advantage of. And you can see exactly why I say your guests would not want to leave. And then your water closet. Beautiful. I'm telling you, Partners in Building, they do such a great job for their models. Other models, when we tour them, sometimes you can see based off of the materials they utilize and things like that, cost saving, comes into effect. But in here, I tell you, they have the resources available to show you what they can do. All right, so now heading inside of our game room, look at that. Tray ceilings again, huge picture windows overlooking the backyard. You see you got little pocket areas to entertain as well, so I love that. So you got the pool table, sitting area, sliders again, and just a ton of room to work with. So let me know what you would do with this particular room, and do you like the way they have it set up. Now, if you are entertaining, or let's say in this instance, your guests come out in the pool, head right over here to the full bath to take advantage of that. So you got the quartz, then the matte black as well, and then the herringbone pattern shower flooring right there. Beautiful. And there we go. So, man, I'm telling you, we still have a lot to see on here. Now, I'll give you one more pan before we continue throughout the rest of the home. Beautiful. So not only that, you see that you have your glass enclosed wine closet right over here. So perfect as a statement. Whenever your guests walk in, they will not be able to miss this. So I love that they included this. All right, so now heading to this side of the home, family. And like I said, we still have to get to the second level. So hopefully you are enjoying the tour. Now you got your powder bath right over here. So if your guests come straight in here, don't even need to make it a few more steps and they can use the restroom, because we all have the guests that always need to use the restroom. So perfect placement right there. I'll quickly pan you around and look at this one. So I love how it feels like a sanctuary, right? So you close this door off, you still have a hallway leading you, but then you see you got your picture windows. You can obviously add the blinds and you don't have to worry about privacy. And then look at this, family. So again, you're seeing the common theme with the tray ceiling. So creates more of that roomier atmosphere. And then you have the recessed lights, the LED ceiling fan, your king size bed, your massive nightstands on both sides. And then the amount of walk room that you still have available is incredible. I just get so excited about touring these homes. Sometimes I have to tone it down a notch, especially when I watch it back. I'm like, all right, calm down a little bit. You're acting like you just closed on the house. All right, so now heading to our ensuite. Water closet right over there. Look at this soaker tub. A ton of space. So you see you have the dual entry walk-in shower again, your chrome chandelier hanging down, and then look at this. Beautiful vanity, quartz countertop, some more of that neutral color. You see it's complementing the chrome extremely well. And then look at the glass panes in your cabinet fronts right over here. You got your towel closet over here. Now let's get a better close-up on the materials. So it looks like the shower valve is outside of here. That's unique. I don't think I've seen that before. But you do have your shower bench ready to go. Look up there. You got your rain shower head. And then of course, like I mentioned, the dual entry. And then wait till you see the additional bedroom upstairs. It is insane. All right. So now heading inside of the closet, look at this. I'll do a quick pan. Look at the space that you get. So we'll start right over here to the right. You know, I'm a huge fan of the floor to ceiling shelving. Again, the recessed lights, this almost looks like you're walking into a mall or a showcase, right? Your entire wardrobe. So I love that. But not only that, but look at the space that you have between the shelving. So a ton of walk room available. Get your chrome rods in here, carpet. Lovely. And then if that's not enough, you head over here and then look at the space that you still have over here. So they continue with the floor to ceiling shelving, and then your built-in drawer. You got the flat panel cabinet fronts on there. And then the double pocket doors. I'm loving it. And like I said, if you haven't gotten a chance to, take a look at some of their other models and you really see the consistency between all of their properties, whether they build it from scratch or they showcase the model or build even a spec home. So I love to see it. And then of course, one more look, this will bring you right back out here. Okay, so it looks like we covered the entire first level. Hopefully we didn't miss anything. There was a lot of pockets in there and nuances, so I tried my absolute best. Now, heading up here, I want to start right behind me over here to the right because I think you're going to love that room straight ahead. Now, before we do continue, you see that you have a loft area to take advantage of, so even more space to entertain or the kiddos just to hang out and watch their favorite film. But heading over here, you see your catwalk. As always, we like to overlook the foyer from the second level. And then I'll pan you around over here. Beautiful. Now you take 2 steps right up here. You have an additional storage closet, but look at this, family. A second primary bedroom, tray ceilings. Look at the room. I even like the recess area, this bump out over here, because you could use that as a designated sitting area without any challenges. But with the king size bed, the 2 nightstands, look at the walk room that you had available. So let's say I'm painting a scenario. If you had one of your guests living in the first bedroom downstairs, you're living in the primary suite, and your in-laws are up here, you're gonna have a full house. I'm just warning you now. But you see the continued white oak floors, and then look at the ensuite. Wow. I think some of my viewers may like this one better than the downstairs one. So I welcome your feedback. Okay, so up here, you see the quartzite material, then the same custom cabinet doors, tray ceilings right above there, and this nice illusion right over here, like this floating mirror design with a pendant light. So I like the way it hangs down right there, really unique. And then right behind the wall, you see you got your freestanding tub. So that's neat. It's like a little high bar scenario right there. You got your storage closet right over here to the left. And look at this. So again, the shower benches, I said this a couple times ago, or I think 2 tours ago, that some of the properties we were going into were eliminating or excluding the shower benches. But in here, you see we had them in all of the, or at least all 3 of the rooms. So I love that. But then they decided to go with the matte black in there, so it complements that. Now, water closet over there to the left, as you can see, tile flooring with some accent detail inside of there. And look at that. You have so much room. You even have a designated sitting area. So while you're getting ready, your best friend is here telling you the latest news. But look at the closet again. So that's not even all. I'll pan you to the left and look at this. Oh my goodness. You will never have to leave this home whatsoever. If the kids grow up and move out, you're probably just going to have to invite some family over here. But again, a ton of storage. And at the end of the day, you don't even need to continue the storage shelving all the way to the ceiling in this one, because you already have an abundance of space for this being the second primary suite. And then you see the French doors. You have carpet in here, just a ton of room. And then the floating vanity is the chef's kiss. Okay. So now we still have some additional bedrooms right there, and we'll see them, and then we'll make our way to the backyard. Now, if that's not enough, right over here to my right, look at that. You have a sconce ready to go right there with a desk. So just giving you an idea of what you can use this space for. Got your storage closet again right over here. And then the next bedroom. Look at this. So extremely spacious, as you can see. You have the 2 beds, perfect for the kiddos. You got your light fixture right there, so they can read a book. And if that's not enough, you got a window bench with some built-in storage. And you have carpet in here, and then the separate walk-in closet. Even this one has an oversized closet to work with. Now over here, you see you got your ensuite. So you're gonna have the separate vanity right here with the sink. And then as you pan over here, you're gonna have the shower tub combo. You got the tile flooring inside. And then the same thing with that one. So you'll have that Jack and Jill. And then our final bedroom. So in here, you got the queen, your 2 nightstands, and then you see you still have a ton of room to work with. And there you go. You got your walk-in closet, and straight ahead is going to be, an attic. And I'll just show you that and see if it's open. No, it's not open, but that'll be your attic space. So additional storage if you wanted to utilize that. Okay, so that was the entire first level and second level. And there was an abundance of space to take advantage of. So extremely incredible. Last but certainly not least, we'll take a look at the backyard and go from there. And then, so that's George right there. How you doing, George? I appreciate you for allowing us to take this tour. And then, as I head back out here, so you see you got your sliders right over here, but then all the access points to take advantage of. I love that they extended the covered backyard patio straight ahead over here. You see the stucco again, and then your built-in pool. And I'm telling you, right now, I just stepped outside and I started sweating a little bit. So this is the perfect time to jump in that pool right there. And then if that's not enough, of course, then you can obviously head straight back over here and entertain your guests. Sit by the fire, which you won't need that for a while. Take my word for it. And then there you go. But other than that, family, that was another beautiful Partners in Building model home. All right, Rankin family, that was it for this beautiful model home right here in Richmond, Texas. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this particular property. Is this something you can see yourself living in? Would you make any changes? If so, let me know in the comments below. Of course, if you want more information about this home or any home we showcase, reach out to the information in the description. Consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss a tour every single week. And I'll see you folks on the next property tour. Welcome back to another fantastic property tour, Rankin family. Today, we are back again in Montgomery, Texas, taking a look at another gorgeous luxury home. And this time we have a model by Drees Custom Homes. Now, starting on the exterior, family, you have the brick wood look accents and the stucco, and it looks fascinating. Of course, it is lushly landscaped. Now, this community is called Colton. We've been in here a couple of times. You folks love their model home park. So if you're in the area, I encourage you to stop by. Over here to the left, you have your single car garage, and your additional garage is over there to the right. Since this is a model, there is no driveway, but if this was your primary residence, you would have that. As we do continue, you have this generous covered front porch. You got the double doors with the privacy glass, recessed lights, and it is extremely spacious. Lovely. But let's go ahead and get you inside. Okay, so right when you walk in, you're greeted to the double height foyer. You see the recessed lights, extremely open, and I love the size. I'll go ahead and show you the front door from the inside. Now, the study is occupied at the moment. However, I'll make sure to show you the rest of the property in its entirety. So we'll start over here to the left. So you got your powder bath here, wood look accents, beautifully staged. You got your LED mirror too and the sconces. Absolutely stunning. Now this would be the perfect guest suite. Let's go ahead and see the size that you get. So you do have the walk room that you need. You got the two nightstands. You see your dresser. You have plenty of space. And if your guests are here for an extended period of time, they're tucked away over here and they have their privacy. In addition to that, you're going to have your walk-in closet. You see the luxury vinyl plank. You'll see that throughout the home. And let's show you the ensuite. So this one's gonna have a walk-in shower. Again, since this is a model, they dress it to the nines, so just keep that in mind. However, just pay attention to the layout, see if this is something you could see yourself living in. I really just like to bring a variety of floor plans to the channel. And over here would be your single car garage. They're using it as storage. And the additional garage, they're using it as office space. So they're working out of that as we speak. Okay, so now it's not occupied. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the study. Got the exposed beam. Look at the size here. So it's not built-ins, it is staged, but you can imagine if you like the built-ins, you can go ahead and add that. But look at the room that you get, so much depth and volume. Got the massive windows, of course, bringing in a ton of natural light. And then, of course, the French doors to complement it. You know, something about French doors, when you enter a room coming through, it always enhances the experience. Now, over there to the right would be coming in from the garage. You have a mud room and a lot of space to work with. Coat closet right before you continue. And let's go ahead and do a full pan and start in the kitchen. Beautiful. Okay, so starting right here, look at this. Glass panes in the cabinet fronts. You got the sleek vent hood. You got the brushed nickel pot filler, quartz counter, waterfall edge here. Got your trash drawer on the right, dishwasher on the left, stainless steel appliances. Outstanding. So you have partial overlay cabinetry, two-tone, matte black hardware as well. And this would be your incredible view as you're washing dishes. So they have the pendant lights to complement the appliances as well as the pot filler. Plenty of storage. I'll show you this now. All the room in the world. The stacked cabinetry really complements the kitchen. Dishwasher right down here. So you got some prep space over here. You can go ahead and, prepare the meal. Look at the beautiful accent there too. Just a lot going on. Love when we're seeing these models by Dries Custom Homes. We've seen a couple of them when we were out in Nashville as well. And then of course, all over Texas. So for your convenience, you got the pop-up outlet. Trust me, that definitely comes in handy. I tell you that now. And then your walk-in pantry. You do have the counter space. You see, they have the appliances tucked away here, the air fryer, the toaster, the Keurig, and you can add that Nespresso if you prefer. In addition to that, they have the under cabinet lighting to enhance the mood. And then of course the KitchenAid appliances, double oven straight ahead over there. Just a lot going on. Now the most impressive feature has to be the great room and the open concept dining area. Look at the size of the ceilings. Absolutely stunning. So you have the sliders in the great room and the dining area. You have the vaulted ceilings, beautiful chandeliers, stacked stone, linear fireplace, floor to ceiling, beautiful built-ins, under cabinet lighting, illuminating the decor, and you still have the storage space that you need. Look at that. Love the massive sliders here. You can open that up for the indoor outdoor living. Love that you have no rear neighbors. That's always a great thing to see. And let me stand on this side and show you the full scope. Beautiful built-in speakers here. So you can imagine having Thanksgiving right here. This is the perfect place. Incredible view of the foyer as well as the curved staircase really standing out. A lot of volume here, family. Impressive. Okay, so we still have a lot to cover, family. If you haven't, please let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. So this is heading to your primary suite. Got a storage closet here. Let me know what you think about the built-ins here. So a nice buffer between the common area and the primary bedroom. Beautiful accent wall, the matte black sconces, quartz counters, a partial overlay cabinetry to complement the flooring. And then here we go. So perfect for your coffee system, your book collection, as you can see. Lovely. And take a look at this. Stacked stone, accent wall, coffered ceilings, recessed lights, and the tray ceilings, candle style chandelier, king size bed. You got your 2 nightstands and the picture window for a generous sized backyard. Beautiful. So a lot of volume again inside of here. So now taking a look at the ensuite, double doors, creating a wonderful experience. Got your dual sinks, beautiful mirror frames, gorgeous light fixtures, tray ceilings again, freestanding tub. Look at the size and the scope here. The space from the counters to the freestanding tub is incredible. You got the herringbone pattern accent straight ahead and a dual entry walk-in shower. Here's your first closet. So shelving all the way to the ceiling. You got your built-ins here. Man, I'm excited. Soft close. And of course, you got the full body mirror here for your convenience too. Let's go ahead and step inside of the shower here. Look at the size again. You can add the rain shower head if you prefer, but you do have the dual shower heads and the shower niche. Look at that, even from this angle here. Incredible. Water closet over here to the left. You got some more built-ins with the glass panes, always increasing the elegance and the luxurious feel. You can have some decor in there and then add the towels right down here. And then here's your second closet. This one, a little bit more spacious than the other one, but this one connects to the laundry room again for convenience. So really that's the common theme throughout the entire floor plan is convenience. Got your built-ins here. And then your laundry room. Extremely spacious again. Look at the oversized washer and dryers. You see the undermount sink, wall-to-wall cabinetry, and counter space galore. Beautiful. So nothing but great things about Drees Custom Homes. You know, we've seen them in various states and really have just been fascinated with their models. You know, they curate it to perfection, really care about the product and the experience that you get from the moment you walk in to the moment you close and beyond. So that's always good to see. Here we go. Perfect place for that Christmas tree. maybe a 10-footer, 12-footer. That'd be a great place to put it. Okay, so we'll continue up the curved staircase. I want to go ahead and show you right here. And then overlooking the foyer as well. So you got this shelf space here. A lot of folks add decor, maybe just leave it as is. Really just depends on your personal preference. Now, you have a huge game room here. So they have the tray ceilings again to increase the space, LED ceiling fan. You got your windows there. You can open that up for a breath of fresh air, as I always talk about. So much room. You know, sometimes we may go into a game room and all you can really fit is a pool table and some chairs. But in this space, you see you got a lounge section over there. So much room to accommodate different activities. So that's something that's great to see as well. Okay, so now heading to the media room. Look at this. So they added the roller shades so you can roll those down for a nice movie, L-shaped couch, and then look at the built-ins here. So they even extended the glass panes up here in the cabinet fronts. Got that beverage fridge down there or a wine fridge, depending on your personal preference. And then the shaker style partial overlay cabinetry. And then not to mention those beautiful double sliding doors here that really complements the home. All right, so taking a look at the next bedroom, look at the size of this one here. So even with the furniture, you still have additional room to accommodate. That's a queen size bed. You got your 2 nightstands. You have carpet inside of the rooms, but if you prefer to keep the LVP inside of the rooms, you can do that or even change it up. Walk-in closet here. And ensuite. So that's a tub shower combo. If you would rather the walk-in shower, you can certainly do that. No worries. Love how this is curved, this wall. And then take a look at this. So you got the built-in desks, more of a loft space, perfect for the homework. You can get that done with ease. All the counter space that you have. And then you, of course, you have this overlook here. Storage closet there. And this is going to be a shared bathroom. So the folks are hanging out in the game room as well as the media room. They head right over here. Got the tub shower combo, but this is going to be shared with this final bedroom. So both of the bedrooms up here are spacious. Remember, you got the guest suite as well. That's the attic space. It is locked, but if it was open, I would definitely show you. And then your walk-in closet. So perfect, extremely manageable, something that you can move your family into, you can grow into, and you don't have to really worry. And then look at that. Beautiful chandelier too. So again, you can change some of these things up depending on your personal preference. I'm glad you got to see the floor plan, see if this is something you can see yourself in. You can, you know, make some modifications, change it up depending on the lot. You have a lot of options at your disposal. So let's go ahead and get you right outside. This has to be my favorite place to be. So as I pan you upwards, look at the height here. You got the sliders right there to get you to the dining area. And again, the great room, it extends all the way over here. So you got your built-in grill, perfect for some steaks. You can add the sink if you prefer. You can have your family out here and then just take in the nature. So in the next couple of months, that fire pit is going to come in handy. You see the room that you have, so you can add the pool, you can add the play set, the trampoline, and you don't have to worry about the rear neighbors. Perfect. This is a really good lot size, to be honest with you. And then, of course, the back of the property. But other than that, family, that was another beautiful luxury home tour. All right, Rankin family, that was it for this beautiful luxury home by Drees Custom Homes right here in Montgomery, Texas. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this gorgeous property. Is this something you can see yourself living in? Would you make any changes? And if so, please let me know in the comments below. If you want more information about this home or any home we showcase, reach out to the information in the description. Consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss a tour every single week. And I'll see you folks on the next property tour. Welcome back to another fantastic property tour, Rankin family. Today, we are located in Bulverde, Texas again, taking a look at another gorgeous luxury home. And this time we have the newest model by Perry Homes. Now, starting on the outside, family, we have a lot to cover and I'm excited to tackle it together. You have the natural stone, the stucco, along with the wood slat accents, and it really stands out. Now, you are going to have the sloped roof design as well. It really gives great curb appeal. Now, you're situated on acre lots, so you have plenty of space in the front yard as well as the backyard, in which we will see a little bit later on. Now, as we do continue, you have that sleek covered front porch. It is lushly landscaped. Over there to the left, you would have your 4-car garage. Since this is a model, they are using it as a sales office. But as we continue here, look at this. Beautiful steel double doors, glass panes inside, the wood soffit, outdoor lanterns, and it is elevated. Incredible. But let's go ahead and get you inside. Okay, so look how stunning this is right when you walk in. Beautiful light fixture. You got the tray ceilings, the wood trim, beautiful and inviting. And let's go ahead and show you the front door from the inside. Impressive. So we'll start right here in the formal dining. So you are going to have the exposed beams, the tray ceilings, beautiful sconces, nice and open. The abundance of windows over here, so plenty of natural light. Incredible. So there are multiple plans by this builder in this community. So if it's something where you want to change up some things, I'm sure they have a plan that would accommodate you. Okay, so you are going to have the wide plank oak floors throughout the property. Look at this incredible study. The sloped ceiling, exposed beams, the wall of windows too. This is the perfect office to get some work done. I'll tell you that right now. And you know, when you walk into a model home by Perry Homes, even down to the fragrances, the ambiance, the atmosphere is just a wonderful experience. So we'll go ahead and continue. Look how open this is. I'll do a full pan and we'll start right here in the kitchen. Lovely. So you have 12-foot ceilings here. You got your dual islands, waterfall edge, quartz counters, two-tone, and then you also have the two-tone cabinetry. That is going to be shaker style, partial overlay. Let's go ahead and start over here. Look at this, the way it all flows together. You know, I love getting inside of brand new model homes for you. That way you can see what's all out there. Now you got the monogram range here, 6 burners with the griddle, custom vent hood to match the cabinetry. You got champagne bronze accents and hardware. You got storage all along the island. You see that there. Let's open up some of these drawers for you. All custom cabinets. Got your trash drawer on the right side. Dishwasher on the left. Imagine cooking a great meal in this kitchen. Beautiful. In addition to that, you're gonna have the stacked cabinets right above too, even right above your built-in refrigerator, which we will open up now. You got under cabinet lighting as well. This will lead you right back out to the formal dining. So imagine the family all along the island over here, having a great time. You can store your pots and pans there, even on this side. And then with the 12-foot ceilings, it's the icing on the cake. So even right here too, look at this. Monogram microwave built in too. All the storage in the world. You got your wine fridge over there to the right. Beautiful. Now this would be coming in from your garage. So this is what you would be greeted with. So you got your mud room over here. Beautiful accents, really complementing the trim. And then over here to the right, you got your huge walk-in pantry. Again, you can always extend the shelving to the ceiling if you need a little bit more storage, or add the counter space in there, because I know folks are huge fans of that. Beautiful. So right over here to the left, take a look at this. So if you want to use this as a casual dining space, your breakfast nook, you can certainly do that. So you got the tray ceilings, beautiful accent there, large windows. Again, extremely inviting. That is the theme as we're walking throughout the property right now. And of course, you got your built-in speakers as well. You know, in the beginning of the channel, we toured a ton of models by Perry Homes. And one of the most popular videos on the channel is when we're out in Florida, Brooksville, Florida. We toured a model out there by Perry Homes. So if you haven't seen that, go ahead and check that out. I think you may enjoy it. Now, you got your sliding door here, extremely modern. You get to this bonus room, more of like a game room, flex room. The possibilities are endless. So if you are entertaining in the family room, having a great time, you can transition over here for a little bit more entertaining. Gorgeous light fixture too. I'm always so fascinated when we step in some of these models and see the design come to life. Is absolutely incredible. Okay, so I had to show you that room real quick so we don't get sidetracked. Now take a look at this. Modern chandelier there, floor to ceiling, porcelain tile for your fireplace surround. And you got your shelving over there to the right. You got the sliding doors. Imagine opening that up for a breath of fresh air. And then all the family hanging out right here too. So as always, we'll get to the backyard patio at the end of the tour, so make sure you stay tuned. I want to do a full pan right here. Look at that. Well lit. I can only imagine the property at night. So we'll go ahead and continue. You have a quick access door to get you to the patio straight ahead. Massive storage closet there. And let's go ahead and take a look at this bedroom. Now, that is a queen bed. You have your two nightstands. You see that you have the high ceilings here too. You got your egress windows on this side. So a nice little guest suite. It is tucked away over here. You know, we had toured a property recently and the guest suite shared the wall with the primary suite. And I got at least 2 or 3 comments about that. saying how impractical that was. So the good thing is this guest suite is tucked away over here. So it is a practical plan. So you got your ensuite here, massive walk-in shower. You see they extended the shower floor to the shower surround as well. So you got the continuity, even that champagne bronze right there. And look at the vanity. So perhaps you want to add a pocket door here. You don't have to worry about that, but you do have a walk-in closet. Okay, so as we continue, please let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. Look how incredible that kitchen is, family. So if you love that open concept layout, this is certainly going to be the one for you. Now, I want to show you over here to the left, and I'll make sure you see the laundry room to my right in just a second. So if you haven't guessed it, this is the primary suite. 14-foot vaulted ceilings, candle style chandelier. You have the sliding doors in here to get you to your patio. King size bed. You have your 2 nightstands. Nice little sitting area over here, because why not? You have so much room. You got your dresser too. Look at that. And then of course with the acre lots, all the room in the world to work with. Beautiful. That massive chandelier, just the focal point of the room. Well done. Okay, now heading to the ensuite. You got your double doors here. Look at this incredible experience. Vaulted ceilings again, beautiful chandeliers, his and hers vanities, under cabinet lighting, glossy tile floors, freestanding tub, and the massive mirrors. You even see the wood trim here too. So a neat addition. Imagine after a long day, put some Epsom salt in there, soak in there, and de-stress. Now you are gonna have the privacy glass, which is always appreciated. You see you got your little niche spaces, little recessed areas. We'll start on this side. So you got your storage closet here. Massive walk-in shower. You got the rain shower head, even got the privacy glass there too. And look at this. So if you wanted to add the shower bench in here, which I would certainly recommend, you got so much room to do that. Here's your first closet. Got the shelving in here, ready to go. And I know it's been a while since I've asked this, but let me know if you prefer one massive primary closet or if you like these separate his and hers. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Got your water closet over here. Look at that. Nice little shelf space to add the decor. Have a great experience when you go number 1 or 2. Another towel closet and your second primary closet. It's even over here too. And it's always nice when they add the window in here, give you some light. That way in the morning, you don't have to worry about turning the lights on. Look at this one more time, even down to the wallpaper. Impressive. Okay. So, as I mentioned, I want to show you this dual entry laundry room. Look how huge this is. So, all the room in the world for an oversized washer and dryer, wall to wall, shaker style cabinetry. You have your cabinet crowns on top, undermount sink here. You even got some folding space straight ahead, unless you want to add the folding counter, which is always nice to have. Then you can do that as well. Beautiful. Even the matching backsplash back there with the floors down here. Incredible. So additional bedrooms are down this hallway. You got a coat closet. So this will be coming in from the foyer. You tuck away over here. You are good to go. Powder bath. Look at that. Beautiful wallpaper. You got the separation here. I know you want to see the vanity and the pendant light. So again, the quartz, beautiful mirror frame too, all tying together. So we'll start right over here. So you got your queen bed there, one nightstand, a dresser over here. You see you still have room on this side for an additional nightstand. Let me stand on this side for you. Look at the ensuite here too. Even down to the quartz again. A beautiful light fixture. You got a tub shower combo here. You got that scalloped shower surround. Towel closet over here to the left. And your walk-in closet. Beautiful. So, you know, Perry Homes, family owned brand. You know, they have another division called Britton Homes up there in the DFW area. Folks are really liking them too. So just keep that in mind. Okay, this will be our final bedroom here. So really nicely staged. Again, the queen bed, the two nightstands. Got your decor piece over here, even the painted walls. So a lot of volume inside of the rooms too. And for this being a one-story, the square footage was taken advantage of perfectly. Now, in my experience, Perry Homes is typically, at least in the past, they were known for their one-story plans, but a lot of folks are liking their two-story plans. There's a plan that is getting a lot of buzz right now, and it's called the 3399W plan. If you haven't seen it, take a look at it. Really nice plan with the curved staircase, the 20-foot ceilings, a lot going on. So if you don't want a one-story, then you can always look into one of their two-story plans, but gosh, a lot going on right here. Beautiful. All right, family, that about covers the entire property. Last but certainly not least, we'll go ahead and get you to the backyard. I always hate to make you wait, but I always feel like it flows the best, at least according to my style. So I just want to get you out here now. Look at this. So you can open up the sliders as much as you need, and you are good to go. Now, you got the wood soffit back here, outdoor grill. Look how open this is. So an easy transition, as you can see, right over here. This would coming out from the primary suite. So you can open the sliding doors there, open that up. You are certainly good to go. Look at that, all the mature trees in the world, incredible views. A lot of solitude back here, almost like your sanctuary. So you got your built-in sink, as you can see. Look at this, heavy duty, ready to go. I'd imagine once they host some events, they might use that and fire that up, because why not? Got refrigeration right down here too. And right underneath the sink is some additional storage. To my left over here, remember that was that quick access door to get you to the guest suite. And then again, it is elevated. We saw that in the front too. Now this will lead you to your fire pit. Imagine walking 10, 15 steps, having great conversations around here. This would be incredible. You have so much room as well if you wanted to add some more amenities back here, maybe the play set, a pool. So you got turf right here too. So the plans that are in here are similar to this lot size. So just imagine that. I really like to show you the model home to show you the full scope of what is possible. Of course, you can make the changes as needed. But other than that, family, that was another beautiful luxury home tour. All right, Rankin family, that was it for this beautiful luxury home right here in Bulverde, Texas. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this gorgeous property. Is this something you can see yourself living in? Would you make any changes? And if so, please let me know in the comments below. If you want more information about this home or any home we showcase, reach out to the information in the description. Consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss a tour every single week. And I'll see you folks on the next property tour.